Women say these three words when they develop feelings for you. Stoicism, modern stoic. Stop what you're doing and hear this carefully. There's something crucial happening in your conversations with women, and you're probably missing it. Every single day, women are subtly expressing their deeper emotions through four seemingly harmless words. These words might sound familiar, but chances are you've overlooked the profound message behind them. Now, imagine this. When a woman uses these specific phrases, it's not a casual remark. It's not an accidental slip of the tongue. It's her subconscious signaling that she's developing feelings for you, feelings that go beyond just friendly conversation. The real shocker, over 90% of men hear these words regularly and fail to recognize the hidden meaning behind them. But today, that changes for you. These aren't cheesy pickup lines or flattering compliments. These are simple, subtle expressions that women unknowingly drop when their guard is down, when they feel comfortable, and when their emotions start to break free. These are the moments when their true feelings start to surface, often without them even realizing it. By the end of this article, you'll never look at a conversation with a woman the same way again. You'll become skilled at recognizing when attraction is quietly being revealed, even in the most ordinary exchanges. And those four little words that women often say, you'll know exactly what they mean. Before we dive into this, think about the last time a woman said something that made you stop and think, was that just friendly, or was there something deeper there? There's a reason you couldn't shake that feeling. After years of research and analysing over 2,000 hours of real-world conversations, psychologists have pinpointed four specific phrases women unknowingly use when they're developing romantic feelings. And trust me, they're not what you'd expect. Stay tuned and get ready to unlock the hidden language of attraction. Number 1. You matter. When a woman says, "You matter," it's not just a polite remark or a casual compliment. It's a profound and intentional statement that carries a significant weight, something far beyond the surface level of everyday conversation. Think about it. How often do people throw out the phrase, "you matter," without giving it much thought? It's not something you hear lightly, and certainly not something that's commonly said to just anyone. So, when a woman expresses those words to you, it's a powerful sign that your presence in her life holds real importance. She's acknowledging your impact, your influence, and your value in a way that goes far beyond just being someone who shows up. It's a deep recognition that you've become an integral part of her life, whether romantically or as a close friend. This isn't just a fleeting throwaway comment. When a woman says, "You matter," she's telling you that you've made a meaningful impact on her, and that's something to be treasured. It's a phrase that cuts through the noise of everyday interactions and speaks directly to the core of your relationship. And when you stop to think about it, you realize how rare it is for someone to genuinely express this kind of appreciation. In most relationships, there's often a lot of talk about how people feel or want things from each other, but "you matter" is different. It's more than words. It's a recognition of who you are at your core. It speaks to the way you've shown up for her, whether through emotional support, honesty, or just by being someone she can count on. Think about a time when you were going through something challenging, perhaps a tough day at work, or you were dealing with a personal issue that felt overwhelming. Picture this. You're sitting down with someone who genuinely listens to you, not just nodding while planning their next statement, but really engaging with what you're saying, absorbing the emotions behind your words. Maybe you're telling them about a frustration at work, and instead of offering immediate solutions or shifting the focus back onto themselves, they ask thoughtful questions, maintain eye contact, and offer empathy, validating how you feel. They're not distracted by their phone or lost in their own thoughts. They are fully present in that moment. Now, imagine that after you've shared your heart, this person says to you, "You matter." It's not just a passing comment, it's a deep, intentional affirmation. You've shown up for them, not by trying to fix everything, but by being emotionally available, by giving them your full attention, and by genuinely caring about their struggles. And in return, they're giving you this incredible recognition. When she says, "You matter," it's her way of acknowledging that you've been there for her in ways that go beyond the surface. She recognizes your emotional presence, your ability to make her feel heard and understood in ways that are rare in today's busy, distracted world. This isn't just about listening. It's about truly being there for someone, sharing a moment of real emotional connection, and offering support without the need for validation or reward. But it's not just about being there in a moment of need. It's about who you are as a person, the qualities you bring to the table, both in how you listen and how you live your life. When a woman tells you, "You matter," she's not just recognizing your actions in that specific moment. She's recognizing you as a person, your essence. She sees the way you treat others, your integrity, the way you show up for her and those around you, and how you challenge her to grow. Maybe it's your wisdom, the way you've guided her through difficult times with thoughtful advice. Maybe it's your patience, the way you show kindness to everyone, even when no one is watching. She sees something in you that goes beyond what can be easily observed on the surface, something deeper that resonates with her. And in a world that often places too much value on appearances or fleeting attraction, hearing someone say, "You matter," is a reminder that relationships, whether romantic or platonic, are rooted in something far more profound: mutual respect and appreciation. When she says these words, it's a reflection of the effort you've both invested in building a connection that transcends surface-level exchanges. This phrase isn't thrown around lightly. It signifies that the bond you share has deepened. It's not just about physical chemistry or fleeting moments of attraction. It's about emotional depth, respect, and trust. This kind of recognition acknowledges that you've taken the time to understand each other, to see each other's imperfections and strengths, and to build something meaningful. When she tells you, "You matter," it's her way of honoring that effort and the depth of your connection. The next time you hear those words, take a moment to appreciate their significance. It's easy to brush them off as just a compliment or something people say, but "you matter" goes beyond that. It's a sign that she's thinking about you in a more long-term, meaningful way. She's not just acknowledging the attraction she feels for you right now, she's valuing your presence in her life on a much deeper level. It's an invitation to continue nurturing that connection, to keep investing in each other, and to recognize that you've become someone truly significant to her. As the philosopher Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." When you embody the qualities that make you valuable, integrity, attentiveness, emotional intelligence, you'll find that the relationships you build are grounded in true significance. And as you nurture these kinds of deep, genuine connections, words like "you matter" will serve as a reflection of the meaningful, impactful relationships you've worked hard to create. Take pride in knowing that you've earned that kind of recognition, and remember the weight of those words the next time they're spoken to you. Comment to remember: you matter. Number 2, safe. And now we come to the third and possibly the most meaningful word a woman might say when she's developing true feelings for you: safe. As we dive into the third and possibly the most profound word a woman may say when she's beginning to truly develop feelings for you, let's take a closer look at the word safe. This is far beyond any flowery or dramatic expressions of love. It's not about grand gestures or poetic lines, but something deeper and more significant. When a woman looks at you and says, "I feel safe with you," it holds more weight than any romantic sentiment could ever carry, because in this phrase, she's not simply referring to physical protection, but rather emotional security, mental peace, and a deep, profound trust. These are rare commodities in today's world, and when she confides in you this way, it means you've reached a level of intimacy that is hard to come by. In a world where we all struggle with past scars, emotional baggage, and unspoken insecurities, the concept of feeling safe is a luxury, and it signifies that you've created a sanctuary where she can be her true self without fear or judgment. It's important to recognize that safe isn't just about being someone she can lean on during tough times, but someone who helps her breathe easier, someone who allows her to let her guard down. The safety she refers to isn't just physical, it's an emotional sanctuary. She no longer feels the need to impress you, to wear a mask, or to perform to be accepted. With you, she feels she can simply exist as she is. No pretenses, no facade. This is significant. In an era where many people, men and women alike, are constantly playing roles and hiding behind shields built from past hurts, offering someone this kind of emotional freedom is not only rare, but deeply meaningful. When she says she feels safe, she's telling you that you've built a foundation of trust, and it's this trust that allows her to feel open and vulnerable with you. Let's pause for a moment and reflect on how monumental this is. Feeling safe with someone is not something that comes easily. In today's fast-paced, distracted world, where everyone seems to be constantly rushing or caught up in superficial interactions, someone who can create a space where another person feels genuinely safe is incredibly rare. When a woman says, "I feel safe with you," she's acknowledging that you've created an environment where she feels emotionally supported, where she can fully express herself without the fear of judgment. She's not worried about how she'll be perceived or whether she needs to put on a show. Instead, she knows she can share her quirks, her hopes, her fears, and even her past mistakes. That's what emotional safety provides, the ability to just be. And when she can be herself, flaws and all, it creates a bond that goes beyond physical attraction. It allows for a deeper connection that isn't just about appearances or fleeting moments of romance. This sense of emotional safety is also about consistency. It's not about being perfect, but about being reliable and present. It's about showing her, over time, that you are someone she can depend on to stay grounded and steady, no matter the external circumstances. The world we live in today is full of distractions and short-lived attention spans. Relationships are often tested by unpredictable challenges, and this is where the concept of safety truly stands out. It's not about avoiding hard conversations or only speaking in comforting tones. True emotional safety is built through honesty and respect. It's about being able to discuss tough topics and still remain calm and understanding. When life becomes chaotic and throws curveballs at both of you, it's the person who remains a steady presence, not one who adds to the confusion, who becomes the anchor. The safety she feels with you is a testament to your ability to stay balanced and composed, no matter what. Another essential point to consider is that emotional safety is a crucial building block for deep emotional connections. It's easy to mistake attraction for love, but it's the feeling of safety that sustains a relationship in the long term. Love doesn't just start with chemistry or infatuation. It's nurtured by an environment where both partners feel safe enough to open up and share their inner worlds with one another. When she says, "I feel safe with you," it's a sign that she's beginning to trust you in ways that go beyond surface-level affection. This trust creates a space for real intimacy to flourish, not only physical intimacy, but emotional and mental intimacy, even spiritual closeness. This is the foundation for something much more enduring than a passing fling. It's the beginning of something real, something lasting. So when you hear the words, "I feel safe with you," don't dismiss them or take them lightly. These words carry tremendous significance. They aren't just a compliment. They are an expression of trust, vulnerability, and emotional openness. They are her way of saying, "I trust you with my heart, and I choose you to be my peace." These words indicate that she sees you not just as someone she enjoys spending time with, but as someone who has become an integral part of her emotional world. If she's beginning to see you as her safe space, you can be certain that what she's feeling for you is not just fleeting. You're no longer just someone she likes. You're becoming someone she deeply cares for, someone who is worthy of her vulnerability and her love. And that, in its own way, is one of the clearest indicators that you're no longer just another person in her life. You are becoming someone who matters profoundly to her, someone she might one day love. Comment to remember. Safe. Number 3, sincere. Now, let's shift focus to another powerful word that can signify true emotional connection in a relationship. Sincere. While safe might be the emotional bedrock, Sincere is the essence that breathes life into that foundation. Sincerity in a relationship goes beyond words. It's about authenticity, honesty, and a deep-rooted desire to show up for each other in the most real and unfiltered way possible. When a woman tells you that she feels your sincerity, it's a rare acknowledgement of your emotional integrity. It's a sign that she believes what you say is truly what you mean, and that your actions match your words. In today's world, where people often mask their true selves behind facades, sincerity is one of the most precious gifts you can offer. Sincerity, in its purest form, isn't about perfection or flawless communication. It's about showing up as your true self, without fear of judgment or pretenses. It's about being vulnerable enough to share your genuine thoughts and feelings, even when it's uncomfortable or difficult. This is something that's increasingly hard to find in modern life, where so many interactions are shallow or transactional. But when you're sincere with someone, it creates a space where trust can thrive, and where both partners feel comfortable expressing their real emotions. In a relationship, sincerity is also about being emotionally available, being present in the moment, and giving your full attention to the other person. It's not about half-hearted conversations or looking for the next best thing while the current connection fades. When you are sincere, you invest in the relationship with the understanding that it's built on mutual respect and truth. The sincerity you show fosters a safe environment where both of you can share your real thoughts, hopes, and fears without fear of rejection. And while sincerity often feels like it should come naturally, it requires ongoing effort. It's about maintaining integrity even when things get tough or uncertain. When a woman sees sincerity in a man, she knows she's dealing with someone who values honesty over convenience, depth over surface-level interactions. It's a reassurance that what she's building with you isn't based on illusions or temporary feelings. It's grounded in something real. So remember, when you show sincerity, you're not just displaying good intentions. You're showing that you care enough to be honest and open, even when it's vulnerable. Sincerity doesn't need to be grand or dramatic. It simply needs to be true. And when a woman feels your sincerity, you're opening the door to a relationship where both of you can grow, trust, and love without barriers. It's a priceless gift, and it's what allows emotional intimacy to deepen and thrive. Number 4, we. Now, moving on to the second word, and this one is huge. We. When it comes to understanding the subtle cues women give when they develop feelings for someone, one of the most profound shifts occurs when they start using the word we. If you've ever found yourself in a conversation where a woman transitions from saying I to we, you're witnessing a significant change in her mindset and how she views the relationship. This isn't just a casual word choice. It marks a deep, emotional evolution in how she perceives you. The word we is not just about logistics or shared activities. It's about partnership, unity, and a vision for the future. When she begins using we, whether it's in the context of planning a vacation, tackling challenges together, or envisioning a life beyond the immediate moment, she's giving you a glimpse into her emotional landscape. She's not merely inviting you into her present, she's actively including you in her future. Now, let's take a closer look at why this shift is so important. The moment she starts saying we, it means she's no longer seeing the two of you as separate entities moving through life independently. Instead, she's framing your relationship as a partnership, as a shared journey. This is crucial because it signifies a deeper emotional investment. When a woman says, we should go on that trip, or we can handle this together, it's not simply a suggestion. It's her way of saying, I see you as part of my life. I want you here with me, not just today, but in the days to come. This small word carries weight, revealing that she values your companionship, your opinions, and your presence in a way that goes beyond the surface level. What's fascinating about this shift is how it encapsulates the essence of what makes a relationship thrive: shared experiences and mutual goals. The word we suggests collaboration, teamwork, and an unspoken understanding that both parties are contributing to the future. Think about it. If she's planning a vacation and says, "We should go," she's inviting you to be part of the experience, not just as a passive observer, but as an active participant. The emphasis on "we" indicates that she sees your input as valuable. Her vision of the future is no longer solitary. It's something she wants to build with you. And it's this sense of inclusion, this idea of shared purpose, that forms the foundation for a lasting bond. In modern life, especially as we navigate the complexities of relationships in a fast-paced world, these subtle signs can easily go unnoticed. The reality is that many people are caught up in their own lives, juggling careers, social obligations, and personal goals. When someone begins to view another person as part of their future, it's a monumental step. It's a clear signal that they are willing to prioritize the relationship, integrate it into their plans, and envision a life together. This doesn't mean that every mention of "we" automatically signifies deep emotional attachment, but it certainly carries weight when it's used intentionally and repeatedly. For the man on the receiving end of this shift, it's essential to recognize the significance of these moments. It's not just about the word itself, but about the feelings and intentions it conveys. When she says "we," she's opening a door to a deeper connection, one built on trust, mutual respect, and shared experiences. This is the moment to lean in, to show that you're equally invested in building something meaningful together. Responding with an open heart and showing appreciation for her willingness to include you in her future can help solidify that bond. In the context of Stoicism and modern-day relationships, this shift to "we" offers valuable lessons. Stoicism teaches us to be mindful, to recognize the importance of control and self-awareness. In relationships, this means not rushing to judgment or letting emotions cloud our perceptions. When a woman begins to use "we," it's a call for you to be present, to acknowledge her feelings, and to reflect on your own emotions. It's an opportunity to ask yourself, do I see a future with her? Am I ready to embrace this partnership and contribute to it with the same level of commitment she's showing? Ultimately, the word "we" isn't just a word. It's a reflection of a deeper connection. It's an invitation to join someone in a shared journey, to be part of something bigger than yourself. Recognizing and responding to this shift with maturity and awareness can be the key to nurturing a meaningful relationship, one built on mutual respect, understanding, and a shared vision for the future. Comment to remember: "we." So let's pause for a moment and think deeply about what these 4 words truly signify. You matter, sincere, we, and safe. These aren't mere phrases, they are profound signals that something has shifted in the emotional dynamic. When a woman says "you matter," she's not just offering you a polite compliment, she's acknowledging your impact on her life. Your presence, your words, your actions, they resonate with her, and she's making it known that you've become more than just a passing figure. You have significance. This is no small thing. It's the beginning of something deeper. When she starts saying "we" instead of "I," you can be sure that she's mentally including you in her future. The walls she's carefully built around herself begin to crumble as she envisions a partnership, not just an individual journey. It's no longer about her alone. She's choosing to see both of you together in her world. And the clincher, the emotional jackpot, is when she says, "I feel safe with you." Understand this. When she says these words, trust is at its core. She is allowing herself to be vulnerable, to expose parts of herself that she's held back from others. In a world that often feels chaotic and uncertain, she has found refuge in you. You've become her peace. Now think about this. In today's world, men are often expected to be strong, stoic, and invulnerable, but true power lies in vulnerability. Don't mistake these words as just sentimental fluff. They are markers of deep emotional investment. These signals indicate that you are no longer just another person in her life. You are someone who holds a unique, irreplaceable position. And you need to understand this. When she opens up in this way, it's a privilege. She's not handing her trust over lightly. She's choosing you over the many distractions and options that surround her. It's your chance to show up, to be a rock in her world, and to embrace the responsibility of being that safe space. Don't let this moment slip by. The words she speaks might be simple, but the weight they carry is heavy. Understand them, recognize them, and respond with the same level of commitment. Remember, the greatest power is not in domination, but in trust. You must earn it, cherish it, and protect it. If you truly want to deepen your connection, to become that man she can't imagine her life without, then don't hesitate to let her know that you feel the same way. So go ahead, acknowledge her significance, show her your partnership, and be the refuge she so desperately seeks. The choice is yours. If you're ready to take control, to master your life, let her know it. Like, comment, and share your thoughts. Embrace the power of these 4 words. Hey there, thanks so much for tuning in. If this video helped you recognize some of these signs or gave you a fresh perspective, do me a favor. Hit that like button so more people can find this message. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to Blessing of Stoicism, where we don't chase hype, we seek clarity. Every week we explore topics around mindset, emotional mastery, and human connection. Remember, being strong isn't just about the outside. It's about mastering what's within. So drop a comment below. Have you heard any of these words before? Did they mean something more in hindsight? Let's talk about it. Thanks for watching, for thinking deeper, and for being part of this journey. Keep questioning, keep growing, and as always, stay stoic.